Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at these Diode Dynamics SS3 Sport LED driving pod lights with brackets. Now these 3-inch LED driving pod lights are going to act as auxiliary high beams and increase your visibility to keep you safe. As you can see, I have one of these lights already hooked up to my power supply, and what you're seeing here currently is one of my favorite features of these lights. Is the backlight feature, and these lights feature an amber backlight. But I also on this light have one of the brackets installed just to show you what the bracket is going to look like installed on one of these lights. And so this is going to be a relatively simple installation with these brackets. These brackets are going to allow you to virtually install these lights anywhere on your vehicle. Here's the bracket when it's not installed on your light. It's made of durable aluminum, so it's going to hold up really well for you, be resistant against corrosion and rust. So it's going to really hold up against the elements that they might be exposed to. So you're going to get the hardware to install the bracket onto your vehicle, and then the hardware to install the light itself onto the bracket. And what's nice about the bracket is you're able to adjust the angle of the light to whatever is going to work best for you. And then once you have that angle set, you'll just tighten it down with the hardware and you'll be good to go. Now let me go ahead and shut my studio lights off here and give you a good view of this backlight. This backlight is going to offer a great stylish touch for your vehicle, or it's going to give you more visibility when you're not using the main beam. So you see that from a distance here in low light or dark conditions. But let me go ahead and fire up this beam just to give you a better idea of what that beam is going to look like. So it's quite a bit brighter than that backlight, as you would expect. So there's the backlight, and there's our beam. Then let me see if I can shine this on the wall behind me without crossing my wires, just to give you a good view of that beam. Now that driving pattern beam is going to give you enough width to light up a standard road or trail. And that light has a color temperature of 6,000 Kelvin, so the cool white color is going to match most of your factory lights. This has a raw lumen rating of 2,262 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 1,520 lumens. So kicking my studio lights back on there, even with my bright studio lights, you can still see that beam on the wall behind me. Now this does have a peak beam intensity of 54,700 candela. And in case you don't know what a candela rating is, those ratings measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. The power draw on that main beam is 1.1 amps. The backlight is 0.03 amps. And these lights are designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't too efficient at focusing all of the light where you want it, these custom designed large TIR optics actually collects and then focuses all of the light forward very efficiently. And instead of having an external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So this is going to prevent the normal efficiency loss that you see with an outside lens. As you probably know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you're typically going to lose some light efficiency. You could lose up to 10% of that light from it just shining through. So by making it as part of this lens, you are going to pick up some efficiency rather than lose some. Now this does include the industry standard integrated Diode style connector, and I do have the pigtail that goes with this light here, showing you that Diode style connector, and of course that's going to plug in right in the back of that light, and then it's going to secure with a clip clip there, and then when you want to remove it, you'll just push that clip, and then you'll be able to remove it with no problem. So that is included with this kit. And of course, I'm using that other pigtail here powering this light. And then these lights feature a breather patch here at the bottom back of the light to prevent any moisture buildup. And then you see these heat sinks here on the back of the housing. They're going to do a great job of dissipating heat quickly to increase the longevity of these lights. Now, these lights have been built with high intensity LED chips, and they do feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. So the heavy duty construction is going to withstand extreme temperatures, corrosion, and vibration. Testing has been completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And just so you know, Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled these lights right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Now, these are 3-inch pod lights, and let me give you some overall measurements. Measuring end to end, our width is about 3¼ inches, and that's going to be the same for our height from end to end. Again, 3¼ inches tall. And then when you add the bracket onto the light, obviously that's going to increase the height a little bit. So from the top of our light to the bottom of our bracket, we're going to be sitting pretty close to about 3¾ inches tall. And then looking at the depth from the front of our light to the end of our heat sinks, we're sitting pretty close to 2 3/8 inches. Now, these lights do draw high current, and they do require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, it is recommended that you use 16 gauge wire or larger for safe operation. Now, we do offer these exact lights without brackets if you don't need the brackets, or you can buy one light without a bracket, or you can buy one light with a bracket. Or if you're not too fond of the specs or features of this particular light kit, we do have other offerings here from Diode Dynamics where we carry lights of different types, different colors, different features. So if this isn't exactly what you're looking for, take a look at the other offerings that we have from Diode Dynamics, and I'm confident you're going to be able to find just what you need. Well, that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together was helpful for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.